Ooh, Dark Souls 3. It looks incredibly shit compared to like the previous one. I don't know why. It just looks shit. Like it's been like really, how to put this? Okay, so you have all these kind of like, you know, weird black spots that imply, oh yeah, these letters have seen a lot of shit. Like they've been fucked so hard. And then despite that, like almost every single line is nearly perfect. That's why it feels like it looks so weird, because it's supposed to be like, you know, crapped on, but it's so fucking perfect. Like the angle is perfect. Like look at this fucking straight line over here. I hope you can see the cursor. Come on, come on. Anyway, this is the pilot episode of Dark Souls 3, as you can see, in which we're going to go through a little bit of rambling about this series, I suppose, and maybe some initial cinematics. We'll make a character, who gives a crap, right? And then I'll stop recording with the game, check if everything's working, and then we'll go on with the gameplay. This way you can skip straight to the gameplay and skip all the rambling. Isn't that nice? Also, why is the music in the fucking opening screen so fucking epic? Like, okay, this is another problem, okay? You're just showing me Dark Souls 3 logo. What's the point of having epic music? If you're gonna have epic music, then show like epic things happening, like have the background change, like, oh, you're flying over the fucking place and there's all kinds of monsters and shit there. That would make sense. That's the whole point of playing epic music, is because there's epic shit going on, not like Dark Souls 3 just plastered. I'm pretty sure in Dark Souls 1 you didn't have this shit. You had some kind of like maybe background noise in the menu. Oh dear. Okay, so to give you a bit of reference of what's going on with Dark Souls. I started playing Dark Souls 1 after it released on PC, because I don't have consoles. I've never owned consoles. I don't think I will ever truly will. Maybe I'll like grab some used ones if someone makes a good deal, just so I can then use all kinds of software to play, you know, using the emulators on the PC anyway. Because I don't even have like a fucking TV I could hook up a console to, so it would be pretty useless on its own. But yeah, I really enjoyed the game. I really, really liked it. I can't really, I mean, I could go deeply into why, I guess, but that would take forever, so let's not do that. Let's not start off with that level of ramble. In general, I just enjoyed mostly, that you just do whatever the fuck you wanted in that game. It's the combat's nice, yeah. All the level design's cool, yeah. But I really enjoyed the fact that you just, you know, play it and not give two shits. Oh, you want to go around naked and killing things? Yeah, that's fine. We're not gonna stop you. You just have to do well enough to deserve running around naked. That's good. God, this fucking music is so goddamn distracting. Like, I wish I knew how to mute it so I could, like, go on with my time. But fuck this. We're muting this shit. Oh, look. There's no random noise. I'll put maybe some normal, actual background noise that should be on this ridiculous fucking menu screen. Right, so I enjoyed Dark Souls, but then Dark Souls 2 came out, and Dark Souls 2 was a fucking disaster. It was an abomination that didn't have that particular aspect of doing what you want to do, however you want to do. Because it just focused on making things unnecessarily difficult. Like, let's just drop a bunch of enemies and let's make those enemies have like absurd things that they can do to you, and let's have all your stuff not do as well. Like, oh, dodging, oh, not until you're like level 20, and only if you've been putting every single point into it. Blocking only if you have a ridiculous shield, which previously was not necessary. And it just kind of fucked with all of these mechanics. And honestly, you know, if you play normally, Dark Souls 2 is not that bad. It's really not that bad if you just play in somewhat the intended way. But that's kind of the point. I like the fact that I could just play Dark Souls not the intended way and still get away with it. I mean, it wasn't trivial. I don't want it to be trivial either. For some definition of trivial, but, you know, I just wanted to have a chance, and I did not really have a chance. Well, technically I did have a chance, because that's how I played Dark Souls 2, but at certain parts of the game I just kind of, you know, I would get like really angry and then would start to cheese the game instead of playing properly, like killing every monster enough so that it stops respawning, or shooting someone with arrows where they wouldn't respond to me. And I really fucking didn't like that. I really disliked that, and a lot of things I disliked about Dark Souls 2. One of things that truly sealed the deal as a absolute disaster for me in terms of what the game was the absolutely ridiculous, greedy, and bullshit way that Dark Souls 2 released. Dark Souls 2 originally released on a PC with like 1.5 month delay or so. I distinctly remember this because Dark Souls 2 released, then later on, like a month in or so, I made a funny video where I do something on Facebook, and I have this part where I edit in, "Don't worry guys, Dark Souls 2 is coming. I just need to, it just has to come out on PC, that's just all I need." And the whole point was that, oh, we need to bring up Dark Souls 2 to PC so it comes out properly and stuff. That's kind of the idea behind this delay, you know. We don't want to just release another shitty port, because Dark Souls 1 was a shitty port because it was never intended to be on the PC, but there was so many people asking that, you know, they caved in and said, okay, fuck it, we'll just release some shitty port. If you're happy, you're happy. And honestly, I was happy, because I don't really care so much about like these kind of issues in the game so long as I can have fun playing it. If I'm having fun playing it, I don't care if the game looks like fucking Minecraft or worse. I don't care if the mechanics are, you know, broken, or the control scheme requires you to go through hacks and shit. All of that doesn't matter, because that's just like, you know, one-time investment. You look at the graphics, you get used to them, and you're done. You fix the stupid control scheme, you fixed it, and it's done. And that's fine. I don't care about all that stuff, because it's just one time done. But, you know, if the game itself sucks and doesn't provide you with the experience, then, like, what difference does it make that it would have the best port ever? It doesn't. So you could say props to them. They decided to give it another month and a half just to make sure the PC gets the full proper version. It didn't get the full proper version. Not only was still fucked up, the fucking control scheme was still shit, but again, whatever, it's a easy fix. I even have a video, one of my most popular videos, how to fix the mouse buttons in Dark Souls 2, because they're broken by default on PC. At least back in that day they were. I don't know now anymore. But it was still super incredibly stupid, because the version that came out that day was for PlayStation 3, then PC, and it was the same version. It had the same concepts, ideas, whatever, as part of a game. But later on came out PlayStation 4 version, and I believe Xbox, whatever the fuck they call those version, and And with it came out a second PC version. A second PC version which was completely separate from the original version. And better, because it was the version for PS4, so it had more graphics stuff enabled. And they're separate. In other words, if you bought the first version, you never got the second version. You would actually have to buy it. Now, to make this seem more like an actual business transaction, they merged the DLC into the second version, so you can't actually buy Dark Souls 3 version 2 on PC without the DLC, and I guess that's their fucking excuse. Oh, we purposefully put these features inside so you would have to buy it separately, and that's our excuse. Yeah, okay. It's fucking stupid. It's fucking retarded. It's so incredibly shit that I felt that they owed me money for that bullshit that they pulled. That they owed me money. Not only they released a shitty Dark Souls 2 game, but then they couldn't even release it properly. They released it fucking twice, and all the things that they promised originally, for which there was a fucking 6-week delay to the PC market, was in the second version that you would have to pay extra money for. Fucking sleaziest shit I've ever personally had to deal with. So I made the decision not to buy Dark Souls 3 until it was so cheap that I felt like I would have gotten the money back that I felt they owed me. Now, of course, this is just my feelings about it. I don't actually think that they owed me money or that legally any of this makes any sense. This is just how I felt, and I decided to go with that kind of idea going forward. And I decided on the sum of 30 euros. 30 euros, that's fine. I'll take Dark Souls 3 for 30 euros. That means I get 30 euros back from those sleazy fuckers. Of course, it never went below 30 euros until recently. As you can see, the game came out in 2016. 2016. So, we have a game that came out in 2016, and now it's 2018, and on March was the first time you could actually buy Dark Souls 3 for 30 euros. And this includes even really crazy retail deals from everywhere. Of course, I'm talking about the full version, because there's no way in hell I would buy Dark Souls 3 and then buy extra DLC for another 25 euros, which is what they expected people to pay. That's not happening. Forget about that bullshit. I very strictly was going to buy Dark Souls 3 only and only if I could buy the full game for 30 euros, and that was the specific price that I could never get. In fact, most of the time in Steam sales they would get the actual base game down to 15 euros, but then basically provide almost no discount for the DLCs, so you would end up with around 40 euros price for the full game, even though, there's a huge discount. I feel that's incredibly stupid as well. In fact, it was so stupid that I decided, if this goes on for long enough, I'm not even gonna buy this game for 30 euros. I'll have to, if this didn't happen, if I couldn't have gotten it for 30 euros this year, I probably would have gotten it down to 20 euros. If it didn't happen for a few more years, I would have gotten it down to 15 or even 10, and so on and so forth, and ultimately, I probably would have not ever bought it at some point if it never were so cheap enough. In fact, not even buying, even if someone gifted it to me, I wouldn't have played it out of principle. Mostly to dissuade people from gifting it to me, because that would be kind of circumventing this principle. Although no one would have gifted it to me, because no one gifts me things anyway, so I don't think that would have been a problem. But just in case. Just in fucking case. So out comes Humble Bundle subscription for March. and it included Dark Souls 3 and the first fucking DLC, and subscription cost 12 euros. I mean, motherfucker. They still didn't include the full game, but at least if you buy the last DLC and this subscription for 1 month, it equates to 27 euros, which is less than 30, so that's why I finally bought Dark Souls fucking 3. After all this fucking time, I did it. It's here. And as luck would have it, someone, almost as if led by some kind of hand of fate, decided to comment, hey, goodlike, how's it been? Hey, are you gonna play Dark Souls 3 anytime soon? Well, I said, why not? Originally, I suppose I was not intended to play quite yet. I wanted for like a really good stopping point for Witcher 3, but I guess, fuck it. What's a good stopping point if not like Skellige? It might as well be Skellige. There's probably not going to be a better stopping point anytime soon anyway. I mean, I don't know. Maybe literally we go after Skellige and there's like 2-year time skip and then that would be a perfect time. Who cares? We're doing it now. We're going to do some Dark Souls 3. Maybe we'll even go back to Baldur's Gate for a moment. That is a possibility. Very much distinct possibility. Anyway, Dark Souls 3. So how are we going to be doing Dark Souls 3? We're going to be doing it like every other Dark Souls game that I play. I'm going to be trying to play it blind-ish, which means that I will try to play blind, and if that doesn't work, we'll look some shit up, but not like literally everything. Just some. It's pretty much how I've always played games, so nothing crazy there. Of course, I will not be locking on, assuming that's even a feature of the game. There's not going to be any lock-ons in the game until I beat it. If I beat it, New Game Plus, well, then it's up to me if I want to lock on or not at that stage. Will I play New Game Plus? If the game is good enough to warrant a playthrough of New Game Plus. Dark Souls definitely warranted it. Dark Souls 2 definitely did not warrant it. I have actually played through Dark Souls through New Game Plus. Actually, I did it off screen, obviously. I never recorded that. And I tried to play it a bit more normally than I would normally play. So... and that's why I say it's not maybe as bad, but still, you know, it's not a game I can enjoy if it doesn't have that particular feature. And I did beat New Game Plus handily, but let me tell you, it was even worse. It just expanded on the worst parts of the game. That's pretty fucking sad. So would not recommend. Just don't bother with Dark Souls 2. We'll see what happens with Dark Souls 3. I don't know if I'm going to do a death counter. I mean, I'm certainly not going to do one like that's always on the screen because it's annoying. It takes a lot of time and effort to put it up there. Maybe I'll do one in the somewhere. Maybe the description. Maybe the end screen. Maybe something. Maybe multiple of those. I will think about it, and, you know, who knows, maybe I won't even die that much. Or maybe I'll die so much that I won't be bothered to make a death counter, because it would be extremely annoying to a degree where I don't even want to keep track. We will not know until we start playing. Anything else specific? I still... yeah, well, obviously it's been 2 years and I'm playing as blind, so yes, I have no idea what happens. The minimum amount of things that I do know, because obviously it's impossible to avoid all spoilers, is that it seems like it's supposed to take place in the same areas as Dark Souls 1, but like in a distant future or something. Like, that's all I have heard, and this could even be wrong, because I didn't actually, like, you know, read that this is the case. Just I saw a mention of some areas in Dark Souls 3 apparently being the same as in Dark Souls 1, so that's what I am guessing. Other people, like, said that this game is easier than the 2. That could be a good thing. And They say it does borrow from Dark Souls 2, which I hope is not much that it borrows. Maybe it doesn't borrow the annoying and stupid design. Anyway, I'm going to finish this game no matter what. Let's be honest here. Even if it pisses me off to all heck and hell, I'll finish it. Fucking speed it up 30 times and put it up as a single video. But it'll be done. It'll be finished no matter what. Don't worry about that aspect. I just don't make any promises about New Game Plus, like I mentioned before. And finally, I guess that's it. Yeah. Cue the music. We're back, baby. Alright, let's see if the mouse works. The mouse works. Checking save data. Terms and conditions. Oh yeah, I heard something about Dark Souls 3. That... Wow, really? You can't scroll this with the mouse? What is even the point? At least it speeds up if you keep holding the down key. So I heard that they actually banned people if someone else hacked in PvP against them, because they're fucking retarded people that run this fucking company. Like, I have no words. If they ban me, that'll be fucking hilarious. What's this? A new patch is planned on August 25th. I think you're a little bit late at that. And of course AB, because fuck PC, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, we have both DLCs as you can see, I hope at least. Alright, let's see if we can toggle auto lock on. I mean, who cares? I'm not gonna lock on the originals, so... Yeah, automatically target an enemy when attacking close range with no lock. No. That's terrible. As for managing large weapons when locked on, doesn't matter because I don't use lock-ons. This might need adjustment once we're in game. Blood subtitles, annoying music. Until the flame is visible and dragon invisible. Well, I can see the dragon very well. In fact, I can see it even with 0, so I think we're just gonna leave it at 5. Password matching. Matchmaking off. Allow or restrict cross-region adding. I don't care. I don't intend to PvP. If someone attacks me in PvP, they will find very soon that I don't intend to participate in that bullshit. Oh, I could just straight up set it to offline. So, in fact, we're gonna do this. Out of respect for humans, other human beings in this world, since I don't want to actually PvP, I will turn it off, because I don't want to PvP. So yeah, there you go. Right, what else do we have? Windowed or full screen, those are terrible settings. Quality settings, I'm sure this doesn't really go. Oh, this goes all the way to the max. Yeah, we can have like some better settings. Depth of field. Depth of field is fine actually. I don't mind depth of field, but I don't think it should be like high. Motion blur? Hell no. Get that shit out of here. The depth of field just makes things that are far away more blurry, which is totally fine. Let's leave it to max. Shadow quality max, lighting quality max, effects quality max, reflection quality max, water surface apparently only high, and shader quality max. Confirm. No, I don't want to restore. Like, how do I leave? B? No, it's not B. Oh my fucking god, man. I'm stuck in the fucking menu. I'm so happy that this is a pilot episode because I'm stuck in the fucking menu. Fuck this. Let's read. We're going down to the internet, boys, because this is retarded. Dark Souls 3. Stuck in menu. Well, stuck in menu is not gonna help. How to confirm changes. Press Q, then click the button to change it. Oh my fucking god. Well, let's try Q. Ah, we did it, I think. Q worked. Yes. My fucking god, man. Is it so goddamn hard to just update these fucking pictures? Like, how bad is your programming that you can't update a fucking sprite? That should be trivial. This game is on watch already. Like, we're really going places with it. All right. Information. We already have that. What's the back button? It's E. Oh my god. Let's just play and see what happens. Yeah, we already done that. I already did that, and yeah, I don't know about this actually. If camera wall, we'll fix that later, if need be.
Yes, indeed.
Oh god damn it! It's starting the same as.
It is called Lothric.
Dark Souls 1.
Where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge.
Uh-huh.
In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones.
Well, that's what you get for carrying a rock on your back, dumbass.
When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, Saint of the Deep.
Never heard of him. Looks like muck.
Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers.
That's not a lord, that's a bunch of dudes.
And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital.
Hey, it's a giant. There's only 3 of them this time.
Yon the giant.
Ah yes, I wonder how he got that name. Oh no! He set himself on fire. Poor fellow.
Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
That doesn't even make sense. Okay. Hey! Great character. Oh, obviously we're going to be godlike. That better not be taken name. Changing gender, I don't care. Yeah, age, yeah, young, why not? Return of good old goodlike. was, I believe, a... none of these. It was a wanderer. And you can no longer be a wanderer because of reasons. An obscure knight of poor renown who collapsed roaming the land. It doesn't look collapsed to me. A mercenary, descendant of northern warriors. Herald, yeah. Common thief. An assassino. That's probably the closest one. Favor sources in addition to try thrusting. Yes. That's actually really good, I think. Ultimately, last time when I played, I went for a bit of a stab and enchant type of a deal. So I think I might go for this. You know, get that dex get int. Enchant your weapon with shit, stab everyone to death. Perfect. And of course, naked and of known origin. You do not understand what it truly means to be naked. I do not respect you. Let's go with assassin. I stalk their prey from the shadows. Maybe I even shoot them too. That'd be cool, I guess. Burial gift. Raises maximum HP. Is this like trolling me and it's actually going to be regeneration? Warm blessed holy water. Holy water. Fire gem. I don't care. Sovereigness who slept beside you. Burial item for good fortune. Item discovery for a short while. Online play. Don't care. Branch of young white birch. Perhaps an offering to peace. So... fucking... fuck all this shit. This is all useless. Nothing cool. Yeah, commoner's fine. Build. Standard. Fat. Large head. Just go with standard. Appearance. We can have a voice. It's not gonna tell me what that voice is. What is even the point? Whatever. Just get out of here. Finalize creation. Yes. Probably gonna be dead most of the time anyway, so it's kind of a moot point how I look. Isn't it? Boom! Ooh. I was dead this time. Probably. Digging my way out. What's happening with the fucking ground? Some effects are not having it. Yes. Digging my way out of there. Or something. I guess I was just kind of like sitting around and then, you know, I guess I'll stand up after, I don't know, 1,000 years. For 1,000 years I have slumbered in this weird fucking ravine kind of place. This tree kept me company, but now it's all stoned and stuff. I can't make use of a dead tree. Anyway, now that we have started the game, I'm actually going to pause the recording, check the video, leave all the stuff for the initial part, and, well, I guess I'll click once. Okay, enough of that. I'll be back with episode 1 in a moment.